Thank you, Acting Speaker. I normally say it's a pleasure to talk on a bill, but after listening to the member Phil Mildura, gives me no pleasure at all. The member Phil Mildura is a close friend of mine, and it was very hard to sit here and listen. But I am going to continue on. I'm here to rise today on the Crime Amendment Non-Fatal Strangulation Bill 2023. The purpose of the bill is to make non-fatal strangulation committed against a family member a standalone offence. Non-fatal strangulation that falls outside the scope of this bill will continue to be dealt with by existing offences such as assault. Acting Speaker, having not been in this chamber very long, I haven't been here 12 months yet, I'm a couple of months behind everyone, but I think the mood of the community, and I'm sure everyone will agree with me, the expectation of the community is that we in this chamber at certain times have to be brave enough to support other people's ideas or other people's bills. I'm extremely frustrated that the fact that this was recommended on the 1st of July 2019, that we're now in November 2023, and it's taken 4 years to get to this point. 4 years to get to this point through the advocacy of Joy Rowley's family. And I think the people of Victoria expect us to do better than that. Because over that 4 years, how many other women have been affected by this legislation that we should have been introducing 4 years ago? This is the frustration I feel, and I would say a lot of Victorians would feel the same way. Why can't, when we have important legislation like this, why couldn't this been done 3 years ago, 4 years ago? And the people expect bipartisan support on such bills like this. This bill obviously brought forward by and advocated for with what happened to Joy, and the member from Mulgrave, no, not Mulgrave, Malvern, sorry. Well, geez, that was a big foobar, that one. Member for Malvern. I'm glad I could get a giggle in there today. The member for Malvern. And when he refers to it as Joy's Law, I think that is so apt. And as the member for Mildura said, when these things happen, we shouldn't forget the victims that it happens to. And we have to discuss another bill later on this week, which is probably going to bring up more emotion for people. But I'll stick to this. I would have loved for government, and the member for Berwick said it earlier, when he was talking to this family years and years ago, why didn't the government reach out? Why didn't we work together as a chamber? Because there's no one in this chamber that supports domestic violence. If you haven't lived through domestic violence, you will know someone that has experienced it. Everyone in this chamber will know that. I can tell you, even close to me, that I have seen people be choked, and I've had to witness that, I've had to live through it, and this is why these laws are so important. And you know one thing that frustrates me, and I'm getting sick and tired when we see YouTube videos of people filming stuff. I hate it. I think, who's the gutless person that won't step in and help? That really annoys me. It annoys me so much. And every man in this chamber and every woman in this chamber, when we see violence against women, violence against children, don't take a photo, step in, help them out. I mean, thanks, mate. Thanks. I've got emotional because it's obviously very personal. I've seen it happen too many times without intervention. And it really pisses me off. That's unparliamentary, sorry. When we come to the education, we have so much education on so many things in this state. And those who are old enough will remember slip, slop, slap for skin cancer. We have drink driving education. We have drug education. And the point of this bill, and I really want this bill to work, but the point here is education. Education and intervention, I think, are really important to make sure this bill works. And that's why the member for Malvern has put forward the amendments, and I support those amendments. I think it will be very important in 2 years' time to make sure this works. We want it to work. We don't want to see violence against any woman in this state, ever. So I encourage the government, please look at the amendments. It's not there out of malice, it's there out of to give us a chance in 2 years to review the bill, to make sure it's worked for those it is intended to protect. And it's so important to do that, so important. Now, I'm not going to go for much longer because I've kind of lost it a little while back, but I am grateful that this bill has come forward. I have no doubt. I am critical that it took 4 years. Paralysis by analysis is not a good thing. It is not productive. I would encourage the government, if there's another bill similar to this, don't wait 4 years, because how many people have been hurt in that period? And we saw the case of a lady up in Kangaroo Flat, a Filipino lady, just last month. That again is another death from domestic violence. So that's my end, Acting Speaker. My last thing I'll say, let's not hesitate anymore. Let's get the bills in here that protect the most vulnerable as quick as we can. Thank you.